The girl was asleep when suddenly her real father pulled off her blanket. As she tried to get up and see what was happening, he grabbed her by the hair and pinned her down on the bed. She looked into his eyes. They were staring at her with a strange, hungry expression. Terrified, her body started trembling. Then he let go of her hair, gently touched her face, and left with a satisfied look. The girl lay there, frozen. The next morning, her mother was making breakfast. The girl was thinking whether to tell her about last night or not. Just then, her father came in, acting completely normal and loving, as if nothing had happened. Remembering his disturbing behavior, the girl got up and walked away. Suddenly, the mother threw all the food onto the table. Everyone was confused. Then she picked up the food, ate some herself, and gave the rest to the son. The father tried to say something, but stayed silent after seeing her expression. Moments later, she angrily threw the food again, and the son started crying. In the evening, when the father returned from work, the mother was cleaning the house. He asked why she was so angry in the morning. She replied, "I went to the market. I wasn't even home." The father grew suspicious. Then who was there in the morning? Upstairs, the sister was taking a shower. Suddenly, there was a knock. She wiped the glass and saw her sister standing there, which scared her. Then the sister came closer and said, "Kill everyone." Confused, she went to ask her sister about it, but her sister said, "I was here all night. I never left." She then pulled her into the room and revealed what had happened the previous night, how their father pulled the blanket. Just then, the father barged in, picked up a knife from the table, and started walking toward them. His eyes were cold. One sister pushed him while the other grabbed her and ran. But he appeared in front of them again. He lifted one of the sisters and threw her down the stairs. She fell unconscious. The other girl ran in fear. But instead of chasing her, he went to the kitchen and picked up a hammer. By then, the injured sister regained consciousness and made her way to the stairs. Suddenly, she felt someone behind her. When she turned, she saw her father holding the hammer. She froze in fear. Just as he was about to strike, the other girl's scream stopped him. But in the next moment, he swung the hammer toward her. At that exact time, a voice of their father came from downstairs. The father upstairs dropped the hammer and went into a room. Then another father came upstairs from below. Seeing the sisters, he asked, "What's going on here?" Now the sisters were completely confused. Who was the real father? Just then, their brother came over. The sisters told him to go to his room. At that moment, a woman's hand picked up the hammer from the ground. Without saying a word, she came forward with it. She raised her head and, without hesitation, attacked her husband. When that didn't work, she swung at the girl. The father jumped in to save her. Then the mother turned with a strange smile and quietly walked into the room. But it didn't end there. Another identical mother appeared on the stairs. The father turned in shock toward the room where the first mother had gone. He stood there in fear. When he opened the door, the mother inside had disappeared, but the hammer lying on the ground proved something was wrong. The family finally understood. There was an evil spirit in the house, and it could take anyone's form. So the father called his brother, who was an exorcist. Soon, the exorcist arrived. After hearing the story, he recognized the spirit. It was his old enemy. Years ago, he had wounded it, and now it had returned, stronger, to take revenge on his family. The exorcist decided that everyone would sleep together in the living room that night, so the spirit wouldn't get a chance. But at 2:30 a.m., the son needed to use the bathroom. He asked his sister to go with him, but she was asleep. He had no other choice. He had to go alone. And at that very moment, an identical version of the boy appeared there.